All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Actual Anime Podcast. I'm your host, Stefan. Caleb's back.
What's
Hi,
up?
Caleb. Caleb's
What's going
back,
on?
y'all. Yeah. Happy to have you back, man. Happy to have you back.
Good to be back, bro. Good to be back.
All right. I know you got your business, handling business. So we probably just gonna get right into the topic, bro. So you got
Let's do
topic?
it, bro. Yes, sir. All right,
All
let's
right.
dive right in, bro. Let's dive right in. Let's waste no time.
No
All right,
time,
man.
no time.
Let's start it off, man. Start it off with a bang. You guys know I'm a big mythology fan, and also a huge anime fan. So when Blood of Zeus first dropped, it was like a perfect blend of the two. I loved season one. Season two dropped, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about our initial thoughts about season two, episode one specifically, and then my question after such a increased amount of success for Netflix animes. You and I have been going back and forth about, do we think
Uh-huh.
Netflix animes get a lot of hate for not being real animes, whatever the fuck that means.
Yeah.
But I think that we should continue the Netflix anime continuity. So let's just dive right in. Season two, episode one, picks up with Heron for a little bit of a recap for those who don't know what happened in season one. Heron is basically the story of Hercules, but they can't use the name Hercules or Heracles, rather.
Mm.
So he's the illegitimate son of Zeus. There's a bunch of demons that are running around on the planet, and he and his village get raided by this demon group, and they don't know where the fuck it's coming from. He ends up getting recruited to go fight all these people, and it turns out that they're eating the flesh of what are presumed to be titans, um, and it's warping them into these like weird demonic weird creatures that are trying to like hunt everybody down. So Heron ends up like having to battle with this fact that he's an illegitimate son of Zeus, and he's going to continue hunting all these people down. um, and then at the end of season one, we find out that Hades' Bident, which is his like two-pronged spear, is the one that's like influencing the main evil character who's been corrupted by this demonic energy. And that's like the cliffhanger for season one. Did I miss anything for recap B?
Nope, you got it. Hey, by the way, I just want to say Seraphim's design, that
Tough,
motherfucker is tough, bro.
dude,
With
tough,
the
man.
with the horn and the red crackles, bro. That shit is so fucking tough. And the trident.
Yeah,
Shout out to whoever designed these characters, bro. Shout out to whoever designed these characters, man.
yeah,
Damn.
dude.
But
So season two, episode one. What are your thoughts? Let's dive
I
right
loved
in.
it. I loved it, bro. I loved it. I loved how Hades had the assassins kind of like following and like stalking
Yeah,
him,
dude.
bro. And they were like behind the trees, like popping out in the trees. And then the one that was walking in to go get the stone was about to get fucked up, bro. About to get fucked up. He like stepped over that line and they all just stopped. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
dude.
shit. Hey, buddy got his life saved by plot armor, bro. Because they would have folded it. They would have treated his ass like they treated people in solo leveling, bro. That's what I thought was
That's
gonna
a
happen.
fact.
I swear I thought that's what was gonna happen. I was like, oh, he about to get
Yeah, I thought
fucked
they were
up.
gonna get murked, bro.
Bro, I swear they were about to get murked, bro. But yeah, everything after that is insane. I actually like that they did like a little bit of a recap as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, dude, Heron's fucking powers are nasty, bro. They're
Dude, he's a
nasty.
dog.
He's a dog. I like everything about episode one, bro. I didn't have no complaints, bro, at all.
So for season two, I really want to see like this struggle with the identity continue, right? Because like he grew up
Yeah.
super poor in season one. He
Hmm.
realized that his parents aren't his actual parents and all this stuff. The typical like
Yeah.
Hercules
Hmm.
storyline. But like you said, his powers are tough, dog, and it's only
Bro,
gonna get
they're
better as
insane.
time goes
Fuck, dude, this
on.
shit was so good. I'm going back to season one for a little bit, but the final fight when he was like recalling Zeus being like, look inward, and he had the spear in him, and he said, "All right, bro, bet." He said,
Facts.
"That
Oh
shit was
man, and it's like
tough."
a perfect manifestation for season two is like a perfect character arc for Heron because he's gonna
Hmm.
have to
Yep.
realize like, dude, you are the guy that has to save humanity from this. And then
Yeah,
Seraphim
like
and
this.
him, I don't want to like ruin things later on, but like Seraphim's not officially gone, right? So like
Hmm.
we have to, because like everyone
Yeah, I
thought he
got
was
that
dead.
vibe.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's like
I
I
got
don't
that
think he's
vibe.
actually gone. Um,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna, like you said, the assassins that are being sent by Hades, because like now Hades views him a massive threat, and like
Hmm.
dark tone of this. And that's what I really like about the newer animes that
Yeah.
we're getting. It's not like there is no fun-loving like,
No
oh, friendship,
happy-go-lucky, yeah,
bro.
bro. No
Like,
long
this is
adventure. It's like motherfuckers are dying, bro. People are
yeah,
dying.
dude.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
So
I don't know. I think
it
me and Ellis, I think me and Ellis, I think you were there too. And we were talking about like just the tone shift of animes,
yeah,
like moving forward and how they are like
yeah,
they get darker. Like the Dark Three, like JJK and like all of them.
yeah,
Yeah, animes are getting darker, but I fuck with it. I fuck with it. It reminds me of like old DC animated shows, like how dark
yeah,
they used to be.
yeah.
I fuck with
Like
it.
the old,
I like
Dark Knight Rises, bro, where he's
yeah,
just like,
yeah, bro. Yeah,
yeah,
bro. I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it. I hope it continues because, hey, Blood of Zeus, they got it right. They got it right. And like the
yeah,
deaths, they didn't feel like, you know, how some shows have like shoehorn deaths where like, we kind of got to kill this character.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
every death felt impactful. Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, every death definitely felt impactful. And I hope they continue that trend moving forward. Again, I'm not all the way done with season two, but I hope they continue that trend moving forward.
Yeah.
I hope they
And
continue.
so, I don't know if you ever read like Percy Jackson and the
Yep.
continuation of Percy Jackson as a kid. So like Percy Jackson was a huge thing for me. And then
Mm-hmm.
The Blood of Olympus is like the next series. This gives
Yeah.
me like an adult version R-rated of the Blood of Olympus series, right? Because now we're bringing in characters that people, of course we know the Zeuses and the Poseidons and the Hades and all that, but now we're
Mm-hmm.
bringing in the giants and Gaia and Atlas and like the things that people don't really talk about as much. And so seeing
Mm-hmm.
Hera like using animation and this anime style to bring more of a Greek story to life and using
Yeah.
Heron as the catalyst for it, dude. It's exciting, man. And I like the darker
Yeah.
tone. Life is not always sweet, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It season two it has the potential to be like one of those home run hits, in my opinion. So
Yeah. Yeah.
excited so far. I really like it.
Facts.
Um,
Facts. Especially like going off how season one was. Season one had me, bro. Like hooked. Hooked, bro. I went into
I
it like,
created,
okay, yeah. Shit, this is kinda good.
yeah,
Shit,
dude.
what?
It was tough.
Yeah,
Uh,
bro, fuck. It's real good
Yeah,
show.
so
Real
I
good
I
show.
think I'm gonna try to get the rest of the season knocked out probably either today or tomorrow, and then
Mm-hmm.
next episode we'll cover the finale on it. So gives all
Yep.
y'all plenty of time to catch up and watch all the episodes and shit. You got 2 weeks to get your shit together because I'm gonna
True.
drop spoilers like a motherfucker. I don't give a damn.
Facts.
Uh,
Facts.
yeah, yeah. So
Easy.
all right. So now we got Blood of Zeus covered. Let's talk about the anime continuity going forward. Do you think that, as a community, when we pour our time and watch time and our effort into these things, are studios actually listening to that? Are they saying, okay, they actually have a desire for these to continue? And if we do that, can we emphasize on the continuity of certain animes? And which ones do you want to see have continuity continue on? Because I'm so tired of getting into an anime and then be like, oh, yeah, sorry, there's only one season. It got canceled. Like, what the fuck?
So that's kind of tough, bro. Because it's like there's definitely some one season animes that are like, bro, no, this shit should be a fucking like this shit should be
Yeah,
going.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
has potential to be going. And I think it's a thing with the studios to where they see the potential, but they don't want to ruin a good product. So they
True.
kind of just cut it where it's good. Like I'm not gonna cut my losses because say I have a great show, right? I have an amazing show. Everybody loves it. It gets renewed
Right.
for season two. I dropped the season two. Everyone fucking hates it. So now I tarnished the legacy of my show. I should have just kept it
Yeah,
at one season. So I kind of get how companies are like, okay, we're gonna make one really good fucking show, have one really good fucking season, and we're gonna cut it
yeah.
at that. I don't want to tarnish the legacy. It's kind of like even with like movie trilogies and stuff like that. There's some movies that didn't need a part two.
That's
There's
true.
some movies that did not need a trilogy. There's some movies that
That's
are still going past the trilogy that legit didn't fucking need it. So I think
bro. I don't even know
studios
why
are
Pirates of the
definitely
Caribbean still doing
facts, bro. I was just about to say that. I think studios are kind of trying to play it safe and being like, yeah, we're just gonna cut it. We're gonna cut it right here or right now. As far as like shows that need another season, I got a lot to name. I got too much to name. I'll be watching them one off like 12 episode animes, bro. So like
Yeah,
I got a lot of shit to name. I really couldn't name with you. I'll be honest with you. I got a lot, bro.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I can't, bro. I can't.
yeah.
I got like Yeah, I can't, bro. There's too many going through the brain right now. I
So
can't.
for me, it's I want to see the continuation of Blood of Zeus all the way to the end, right?
Mhm.
Like I want to see like a true conclusion all the way to the final finale.
Yeah,
I want to see Record of Ragnarok continue on, kind of seeing where that goes.
Aphrodite.
Are we just going to kill off everybody at the end of it? Is because obviously Ragnarok is like the whole
Oh yeah.
everyone dies kind of thing in Norse mythology. I'd
Mhm.
love to see if Blood of Zeus continues to do really well. I'd love to see them do iterations of other mythologies like Egyptian and Norse and all and Romans and stuff, and then make
Mhm.
it a multiverse. Right, that would be really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so there's like a crossover event of like a tournament of champions from all of the mythological backgrounds. I think that would be super dope.
Yeah. Shit, bro.
Uh,
Damn, that actually would be fucking dope. Multiverse theory introduces so many concepts that like
yeah,
are just fucking insane, bro. Like Vikings versus Greek warriors, bro. Like just on some
yeah.
wild shit. Damn.
So like imagine like you're talking about like Spartans versus the Vikings. We
Yeah.
finally get to see
Yeah,
like
bro.
yeah, so like
Mhm.
hoplites and like all the Egyptian kopashes and
All
shit.
that,
Like it would be
all that,
crazy.
bro. All that,
Um,
bro.
and then I think that some animes that Netflix does specifically, we're talking about anime continuity, already have like Seven Deadly Sins is a perfect example of like they've have their continuity. They should probably cut it. Like they should probably stop. Um,
Mhm.
so I think that we walk this line, right, of like, are we going to create like a One Piece Dragon Ball type thing where it's going to go on since the dawn of creation? Or are we
Yeah.
going to create like a small one season, 12 episodes, whatever, and that
Yeah.
everyone wants more? So I think there has to be a balance of like, all right, let's say 2 to 3 seasons, but the end of 2 or 3 seasons, we have to have a penultimate, like, this is the
Yeah.
wrap. Either
Like that,
one
like
dies.
that's it. Like this is the ending. There's no other speculations that can be made. This is the hard cut ending. Like this is
Yeah, exactly. So,
no
and that's
auto.
what
Yeah.
makes a great show is like,
Mhm.
even if it, and I'm gonna go outside of anime for a second. I don't know if you've ever seen
Mhm.
How to Get Away with Murder, but that
Oh,
show.
oh yeah, yeah.
So
Annalise Keating, bro, and all them niggas. Yeah, bro. I fuck with that show.
literally one of my favorite shows of all time. But the reason I
Mhm.
liked it so much is because there were times when I'm like, okay, this is kind of dragging on. But
Yeah.
there was no question at the end of the last season. It's over.
Mhm.
Like it's done.
Yep.
Annalise Keating isn't gonna come back from the grave or some
Yeah,
shit
it's
like.
over. It's over.
There needs an ending, and that's what makes it one of my favorite shows. Is because we have a definitive start point. There are some endearing characters that die along the way, and then there's an ending.
Mhm.
That's what I think anime should start taking from American culture. Is like, okay, let's create these iconic characters, let's create these loving
Yeah.
characters, but let's give them a full circle story. People may die along the way, but we need to give them an isolated incident. Like, okay, this is the finale. There is no speculation of like, oh, well, is this person still alive? Da, 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 da. Like,
Yeah.
let's go to the
Yeah.
fucking curtain.
No cliffhangers, no nothing, bro. No like somebody opens their eye at the last second. None of that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
None of that. Oh, is there gonna be another?
Oh,
No, bro. None of
that's a
that shit. It's 100% a valid fucking one that a lot of shows do. Like they'll be dying, open the eye, to be continued, bro.
every
Stop,
fucking
bro.
time,
Stop.
dog.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
And
But
then
yeah, it comes down to like money too, because like if you really want to keep something going,
for sure.
you kind of got to have the budget to keep it going and the funding to keep it going. And a lot of these studios, like who make these animes, I don't think they're big studios, but they
Yeah,
definitely got a little bit of pull in the anime community. But I just don't think they have the funding to really create like a long term product like that. Because think about it, like say you're like a author or something,
yeah.
and you put out a book, you put all your money and livelihood into like one book, and that bitch takes off, and now people start to expect more and more and more, and you're like, yeah,
That's
I
all I
drained my
got, bro.
savings. I drained my savings for this one. I don't know what to give you, bro. So I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's a situation like that. Like they don't want to try to, because think about it, if it tanks, then oh shit, now we're out of money and we have a bad product. So
yeah. No, I see your
I think,
point.
yeah. So I think it makes sense to like for some shows to cut it, but like you said, to kind of find that balance. Like, all right, can I really justify making this shit longer, or is
Yeah.
it like a let me cut it right here, right
So that's my thoughts. And then the one
now?
request that I would have for Netflix, if they'll never listen to me, but in the case they do, if you're gonna create an anime, one thing I think that the community as a whole would really, really like is create an anime that is a Tomb Raider style anime. like cross between like Uncharted / Indiana Jones / Tomb Raider and give us like that kind of vibe. I think that could do really well as an idea for conception for new animes going forward and creating like you have so many different mythological / historical things that you could go along with. It's like a national treasure type of thing, but you could do it with America, you could do it with Rome, you could do it with Egypt, you could do it with whatever, and that way you could have 3, 4, 5 seasons of like, let's say someone goes back to the Nordic times and they're like, okay, we're looking for Mjolnir, for example, and they're trying to like study all this ancient texts and shit, and then they're trying to see if they can find out where Mjolnir actually is, if it actually exists. I think that would be pretty dope.
Yep, there's a lot of possibilities. A lot of possibilities with a lot of different crossovers, bro. So
hey, money, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Netflix, I guess. Shout out to Netflix.
All right, bro. So you and Ellis are the resident Dragon Ball experts. You guys, you guys know what you're doing. I'm more of a Dragon Ball casual, if I do say so myself. I'm definitely caught up. I know what I'm talking about, but you guys are the fanatics. You know what I mean? Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I want your thoughts, man. I know you saw that new gameplay trailer. Are we finally going to get a title that will bring some of the respect back to the Dragon Ball gaming community? I know I've seen that trailer. That shit looks fucking dope. And the amount of playable characters that are going to be in this game seems to be like basically everybody who ever existed in the Dragon Ball era. So what are your thoughts on the gameplay? Do you think it's going to bring back that more of that Budokai style? And are we going to finally have a game that, you know, is in that upper echelon of fighting games like, you know, Tekken's and Mortal Kombat's and shit? Are we gonna look at Dragon Ball in that conversation now? What are your thoughts?
Bro, let's fucking talk about it, because I am surprised we have not mentioned Sparking Zero since that bitch started dropping some heat. Look, bro, Sparking Zero, when you really look at the gameplay and you look at the trailers and stuff like that, it's literally Budokai Tenkaichi 4. If you grew up playing Budokai Tenkaichi 3, you should be 100% on board with this game. Because literally they took the formula of Tenkaichi 3, the critical game that everybody in the Dragon Ball community loves. Nobody has a bad thing to say about Tenkaichi 3. The story, the gameplay, the movement, the fighting, how the hits actually feel like they're hitting. Like, you feel like you're in the Dragon Ball anime when you are boxing the Tenkaichi 3. And they literally upgraded everything. If you watch the trailer, it's like the quick movement when you punch and they weave punch back. That's in there too. The beam clashes, bro. Such a pivotal point of Tenkaichi, bro. The beam clashes are in there. They look amazing. Transformations look beautiful. Like, they boosted the movement speed, so where you're not kind of trudging along, like and that's just base movement. So everything's gonna feel quick. Everything feels so fluid. They have real-time destructible environments. So if you blow up a mountain, you don't see that bitch crumbling. You're gonna see that bitch crumbling, and the rocks are gonna be on the ground. You can probably kick them bitches over. Like destructible worlds, like how in Budokai, like if you did an ultimate attack, you saw the animation of like the spiraling mushroom cloud, like blowing everything up, and then the stage changes. Like with Namek, like if you blow the fuck out of Namek, it's gonna change it to like ruined or destroyed planet Namek. That's also in there too. These character trailers are insane. The androids and Future Gohan, and shout out to them actually giving Future Gohan one arm and making it functional. Typically they give them both arms and they kind of just try to play it off like this one's hanging or this one's like this the entire fight. Like, no, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, shout out to them actually giving it one arm and making it look realistic. All the character trailers are insane. I am very excited, because I think the storyline of Super is going to be in Sparking Zero. With all these characters, the storyline of Super cannot be in Sparking Zero. With all the Super characters, they have Kefla, they have Jiren. How are you going to explain that if you don't have the story of Super in Sparking Zero? They're just in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
We never have had the story. I mean, we had Xenoverse, which kind of went over like the topics of Super, like with the Tournament of Power and things like that.
Yeah, but wasn't it really dedicated to Super game though.
But it wasn't really a dedicated like storytelling game because obviously the time patrol and things like that. Which shout out to Xenoverse because Xenoverse
That's a
is
good ass
actually
game.
still alive and well, bro. Like when Akira Toriyama passed, millions of people got on the game.
Yeah,
Millions of
absolutely.
people got it. Yeah, just to like stand in the hub world and like pay respects and put their hands up and do the spirit bomb.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really just need to see Super in a Dragon Ball game, and I'm super excited for Sparking Zero to actually attempt to do it. I know they're gonna attempt to do it. It just doesn't fucking make sense for them not to do it.
Yeah.
One thing though about Sparking Zero that I'm like, you better do it. They need what ifs. They need what ifs from Tenkaichi 3 or Raging Blast, or they need the what
That
ifs
would
on
be
the back.
awesome.
Gogeta, when I first played Raging Blast, seeing Gogeta versus Gogeta versus Vegito, or seeing like Bardock come back from the future and like seeing Gohan, like adult Gohan and Goten and fighting them and shit like that, or like Super
Yeah.
Saiyan 3 Vegeta versus Super Saiyan 3 Broly, like, bro, I need what if back in Dragon Ball, bro. There's
That would be
so
fun.
much you can do, like especially now we could do Jiren versus Broly, like there's
Bro,
so much things you could do with a
hot
what if,
take,
bro.
super hot take. Jiren versus
But
Broly, I'm rolling with Jiren, dog. Because Jiren's under control and
yeah,
Broly's not.
yeah, that's fuck, bro. God.
Like Broly's got raw power, dog.
Broly's
but Jiren,
got raw power, but for me, I think Broly has raw power to where like there's literally no limit to it. Broly does
yeah.
not have a limit to it. He's like Hulk. Like the madder he gets, the more powerful he gets. Like even in the movie, like from no fighting experience to adapting to Super Saiyan Blue in the span of 15 minutes, like
It's fucking crazy.
that's insane. I really want to say Broly is like Maharaga from Jujutsu Kaisen to where he just adapts to fucking everything.
Yeah. He's like the
100%,
Doomsday.
bro. Literally, bro. So that's a tough one. That's a real tough one. I think if Broly like just turns the fuck up, I think Broly's got a good shot. Broly's definitely got a good shot. But it's tough. It's real tough because Jiren is that nigga. Jiren's definitely that
Yeah,
nigga.
Jiren's
Especially when
raw.
he's kind of turning the fuck up because he actually started giving Ultra Instinct, like angel level power. They were boom boom boom. It wasn't one side anymore. It was back and forth. And Ultra Instinct is angel level power, bro. So I don't know. That might not be a hot take. That might not be a hot take, bro. I think Jiren might take that. It's gonna be close, but I think Jiren might take that. It ain't gonna be no
But
sweep. I know
if
that.
Broly ever reaches like Super Saiyan Blue, the world's fucked.
Oh my! Imagine Broly with like Ultra Instinct. Holy fuck,
No.
bro.
We're
Holy
talking like
fuck,
nasty
bro.
guys.
Holy fuck,
That's what,
bro.
I think they wrote themselves into a corner with Broly, but that's like a whole other topic. But like, Broly's like one of those characters in anime. Like, I don't think they really fully understood the depth of what they were writing when they were writing him, because now they're like, fuck. Well, he's kind of at the point where now if he gets a transformation, his Super Saiyan 3 is going to be on the level of like, just fucking not here. It's not even fair.
Yeah. It's insane. Power scaling in Dragon Ball is like you really gotta think like these are in Dragon Ball, singular Dragon Ball. Roshi blew up a moon.
Yeah.
And we're like thousands of times powerful than that, bro. Like
I don't even know
Roshi blew up a fucking moon. You already reached like the pinnacle of most anime strength in your first show, and you're reaching god level power right now. Like it's insane. It's insane. But yeah, Sparking Zero is gonna be tough, bro. Sparking Zero is gonna be tough.
I think that we're finally going to see a return of Dragon Ball being talked about in the upper echelon of fighting games. I think this is going to be their Super Smash Brothers like title, if that makes sense. Like when Super Smash Bros. Finally went to where we got Ultimate and all the characters were there and everyone was going crazy. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's going to be their.
I think Dragon Ball is definitely still in the fighting game. Like Fighter Z, they still have esports tournaments for Fighter Z. Like that's still a hot thing. But like as far as like Sparking Zero is gonna be up there, bro. I don't know if it's gonna be esports or anything like that, but it's definitely gonna be like I think Sparking Zero might be one of the like best fighting games we didn't ever have, bro. You really gotta look at it. You gotta look at it, bro. Like it might be one of them ones, bro. It might be one of them ones moving forward.
In my opinion, this is going to be, if this succeeds, The way I think it's going to succeed, I think that we're going to see a resurgence of Jump Force, but like a Jump Force style, but we're going to get an actually good Jump Force game. And it's going to bring like the basics of what Sparking Zero can create and give us a better. Like I know Jump Force gets a lot of hate from because it definitely deserved it.
I got a high take about Jump Force, bro. I got a real high take, and I know niggas gonna criticize me, bro. I actually didn't think Jump Force was that bad. I didn't think Jump Force was that bad. Cause think about it, you pulling everybody in one game. You can't represent every single person. You can't represent everybody. Cause I know one of the main criticisms was like, there's 5 Dragon Ball characters and like 1, 2 or 3 Yu Hakusho characters, and then like 4 characters. You can't represent everybody, bro. Everybody can't be in that game, or else it'll be like a Tenkaichi 3 roster. Another complaint about the game is that like it looked ugly. Yeah, it definitely kind of looked a little. Yeah, it looked a little bad, bro. It did look. I don't like how they tried to make everybody super hyper realistic. Like, I get it. They're bringing everybody to the human world, bro. You can have some cell shading in there. Ain't nobody got to look like a fucking human being, bro. It was weird. Frieza had teeth.
So I think that if this is successful, I think this is going to open the door for like, okay, we can create a game that has this many playable characters, that is this smooth, that looks great, that people are receptive of. And if anyone's going to be able to use like the barometer of moves that are really hard to animate, Dragon Ball is the only one that you could be like, how the fuck can we animate this? And they did it anyway. So if they can animate that, they can animate fucking anything. And so I think that if this works, we're going to open the door for that. And I'm really anticipating like a huge, huge community of people trying to get into Sparking Zero. I think we're going to see a really good game product when it drops.
100%, bro. I think when Sparking Zero drops, like all the PlayStation Store, Steam Store, all that is going to be broken, bro. Like, I really don't think you realize how many niggas have been waiting for this,
bro. Dude, forever, bro.
Like Tenkaichi 4, people have been asking about this for years. Years. Like years, bro. I'm telling you.
Referring to it as Tenkaichi 4 rather than Sparking Zero in a minute.
Everybody's saying this shit is Tenkaichi 4, bro. Like Sparking Zero is just a cool name for it, but it's Tenkaichi 4. So yeah, I think it's breaking some record, bro. A most anticipated game, most hyped game, something. It's breaking some type of.
It's got to be something, bro.
The Dragon Ball community is huge, insanely huge, bro.
Do we have an official when Tekken drops?
No.
Did Tekken drop this year?
Tekken dropped this year, yeah.
Okay, because I couldn't remember if it was last year or this year. So it's probably it's not gonna win Best Fighting Game if Tekken's out, but it might. It might.
I don't know, bro. It might. I know what me and Alex said about Tekken, but I might.
Yeah, we're not getting Mortal Kombat title this year, and we're not getting a Street Fighter title this year.
Nah.
So I mean, like it's competing with like Tekken. I think that's about it. But Tekken is a good ass game, bro.
Tekken's a great game. Tekken's a great fucking game.
So, all right, man.
Yeah, that's all I got on Sparking Zero, bro.
Yeah, man. I think we're in for a treat, bro. I think this is gonna be one of those. We're gonna look back and be like, this is a pinnacle of like the Dragon Ball fighting community.
I think this is definitely gonna be one of the like history gaming moments when it finally drops. Like the hype for this game is insane, bro. I know it's gonna go down like do you remember when it was either an E3 or a gaming convention, but it's when like the trailer for Elden Ring dropped randomly.
Ooh.
Like people were like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck?" And they saw like Miyazaki's name, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" It's literally gonna be a moment like that when it finally drops. I know it. I 100% know it.
Be like
that rollout was insane.
Bro, that and then when God of War 2018 first got released at E3, bro, dude, that was fucking wild. Because we were like, what the fuck is this kid, bro? And then Kratos comes out of this fucking darkness. Shit.
Yeah, bro. Everybody was hype. I'm telling you, it's gonna be one of the moments when it finally drops. Everyone's gonna go crazy on it. Even people that don't watch Dragon Ball are definitely gonna lock in.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
The hype is just gonna be too. It's gonna be too big. You can't miss it. You can't miss it.
Yeah.
But that's all I got on Sparking Zero, brother.
Let's dabble into real life real quick. All right, let's go ahead and get a little update.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, what the fuck is going on? Why do we have two of the pillars of hip hop just dogging each other out like that? K-Dot.
So that's tough.
Let's get an update real quick for those of you who I don't know if you don't have an update, you live under a rock.
Yeah.
Kendrick
Yeah, like
just wrote Drake's eulogy. So when we can talk about who's winning, I don't really think there's a competition. To be honest with you, I think Kendrick is literally murdering him. But I want to hear your thoughts. We just listened to the most recent diss tracks from both of them. What are your thoughts? Can Drake make a comeback? Is there a way that he wins this thing, or is it pretty much dead in the water? Kendrick just buried this motherfucker.
I think Drake has to shoot him.
Damn.
That's what I think. We both listened to that diss track. I was like, okay, let's go from like beginning to end, bro. Kendrick dropped
All right,
like that. Drake dropped push-ups, and then fucking okay. Kendrick was like, all right, cool, whatever, yeah, cool. Push-ups is cool. Yeah. You can take 50% of my earnings, yeah, sure, whatever. Kendrick dropped. Drake dropped again, and that's when the whole like PDF file happened. The whole accusation for that. I don't want to say that word because I don't know how YouTube is with it, so I will.
It's gonna be tough. So let's just keep it.
Yeah, PDF file. So yeah, I think in terms of winning, Kendrick is like I really wanted to say Drake has got some shit. When he dropped Family Matters, like the 3-beat switch up diss track, I think that's one of the best tracks that came out of this fucking beat, bro. I've never seen Drake do that. Never seen Drake do that.
I didn't even know Drake could do that, to be honest with you.
Drake has been rapping, bro. Like,
and I didn't know he could, bro.
If Drake went with this type of aggression and this type of like, boom, here's another one, boom, here's another one, boom, here's another one. With any other artist, they'd be done. Just the fact that it's Kendrick Lamar is why it's like, of all people, is why it's like a fucking, all right, it's a back and forth, it's a battle. If Drake went like this with anybody else, what's up?
Like, do you think this shit is real, or are they just doing this for fucking clicks and shit?
I think it's real. It's got to be real, bro. Because if you really look at their history, they've been sending shit at each other for like a while. Even on Kendrick was like on King Kunta, he was like, I got a bone to pick, and I want you monkey mouth motherfucker sitting in my throne again. And then he was talking about a rapper with a ghostwriter. What the fuck happened? He was talking about Drake, bro. Like he was sending subtle. Yeah, he was, bro. They've been sending shit back at each other for a while, bro. This did not start anything. They've been sending shit at each other for a while, bro. And it's crazy. I think there's two moments where Drake lost, where Drake 100% just fucking lost. When he dropped Family Matters, and the one that I just showed you, Kendrick dropped that 30 minutes after, overshadowing anything fucking Drake just said.
Okay, so there's two ways that this goes. One, that was pre-recorded, had to have been, right? And he just strategically timed it. But also part of me is like, bro, he responded to something directly that was in Family Matters, so I don't really know how it could.
No, Drake has to have had a mole, bro. He has to have somebody telling Kendrick.
There's no way, dog, because like Kendrick, if he really wrote that and recorded it and put it out in 30 fucking minutes, you're a demon.
Yeah, like, you're the devil. You are the devil, bro. Yeah, like, it's insane. It's insane.
So here's the thing, man. Like you guys both know, you and Ellis, we've gone back and forth. My favorite rapper in the game is currently Cole. Like I just relate to Cole a lot.
I know you're hurting.
That hurt, bro. It did.
Yeah.
But I also respect Cole in a way that he kind of was like, no, how about we don't do this? Because I don't feel like doing this. If there was
telling Ellis, yeah. I was telling Ellis, like, when J. Cole backed out, you can watch the last episode, I was like, bro, Cole a bitch, bro. Cole pussy, bro. Cole soft as fuck, bro. Now, I'm like, you know what? All right. I get it.
Yeah, I think he foresaw what was kind of going to start rolling, and he was like, and people who are like, oh, Cole, like, he a bitch, blah, blah, blah. He's been saying that he doesn't want this rap beef for forever, dog. Like, this isn't something that's new. So I don't really think that, like, he's going against character. But, like, we got to give Kendrick his flowers, bro. Like, if it was between Kendrick and Cole, everyone would have been like, okay, this is what we thought was going to happen, the two best in the game. No one anticipated Drake to start fucking shooting heat-seeking missiles. So I got to give Drake his fucking credit because at least he's tried. You know what I mean? But, like, Kendrick is really that guy, and I really think that people need to start, like, addressing him as such. We need to give him that crown now. Like, all right. I don't know if there's anybody in the game who could really step up to this motherfucker, so probably just leave him alone.
Yeah, and it's real tough, bro, because like Drake lost with that, and then the Heart Part 6, love the beat, bro, but
Tough as fuck.
it's a purely defensive song. Like he
Yeah,
throws some
absolutely.
stuff at Kendrick, but that song is pretty much Damage Control, and that's him saying like,
Yeah.
all right, let's just and the moment he lost is when Not Like Us dropped. That is 100% because he's getting
Not
treated
like
like
us.
how he treated Meek Mill. You know when Back to Back dropped and everyone around the world was playing that shit, even people in
Yeah,
Philly. Yeah, Drake's getting that treatment right now because Not Like Us. Yeah,
bro.
like
People in
even
Toronto are fucking that John
people
dog.
in Toronto are bumping that, bro. It's on the news. There's
Not your
disturbances
own
in
fucking people, dog. That's
it's
crazy.
disturbances in Toronto playing Not Like Us, bro. That's wild. Your
He can't even
whole
get on the
city is
local
playing your
list.
diss track, bro. That's crazy.
Not a local list.
Yeah, like
You're a hometown hero.
exactly.
Like,
And they're playing that shit. As soon as Kendrick talked about the whole fucking like the restaurant in Toronto, and he had people in Toronto saying like, "Oh yeah, we're only here visiting this restaurant because Kendrick said it's super good." Drake
it's a
Drake
wrap.
lost. Drake lost, bro. I think Drake got one more in the chamber, but other than that, I don't know. He's on
I
damage
think he
control
should.
right now.
I think he should bow out, bro. I think he should
Yeah,
just
like
start acting like it didn't happen. Now niggas are getting shot and shit. Like we need to put this to bed, bro.
yeah. I think it definitely gets to a point where like, because it's already past the point of like it's family disrespect. But once it gets to the point of people start dying over the beef and shit like that, I think that's when niggas need to. All right, call it, bro. You won.
Yeah.
You won.
And
So I
there's
think it just
only
got to
like
that
a
point.
handful of people that have ever been in hip hop that I think like Kendrick. It's not because Kendrick's afraid. I don't think Kendrick's afraid of anybody who ever lived, as far as
Mm,
like lyrics goes. I think he has too much respect for certain people that he would just not like. He wouldn't go after Snoop. He wouldn't go after M. He wouldn't go after like certain like huge monumental people. He ain't gonna just
mm.
randomly start talking shit about Pac or whatever. Like it's just not the way it's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, especially with Kendrick being like a West Coast artist, like he would never say nothing about Pac, Snoop, or Dr. Dre,
yeah, 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 none
any
of
of
it.
them.
Um,
But like fucking dude, I was seeing, I saw on Instagram, I was scrolling, and I saw a post that was like, what if Kendrick wins this, and he's like, nah, J Cole, we not done yet, and starts dropping towards J
it's a
Cole.
dog and Cole. See, here's the thing. Like, I think at this
Oh
point,
fuck.
the only person who would like give him a really good back and forth. Because I don't know if you listened to Cole's first when before he pulled it. That shit was tough, dog. That
Yeah,
shit was tough.
7 minute drill was actually pretty fucking good, bro. It was a
Like,
real
so
diss track.
the only reason we're talking about how Kendrick won is because Cole said I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
Like because if they had dropped like 7 minute drill was actually a great response. Like
Mm-hmm.
and so if this was continuing, we would be talking about the Cole and Kendrick beef right now instead of Cole and Drake. I mean
Mm,
instead of and Drake
yeah.
because it's not like Cole was getting dogged out lyrically. He just was like I don't want to fucking do this shit.
Yeah. He
Uh,
was like, nah, it doesn't sit right with my spirit. I was like, boy,
yeah, but that's how he's always been. Um,
I know. But it's weird
yeah,
though, because Cole been begging niggas for like years to go at him. Years, bro.
yeah, which is true. Yeah, because I think it's because a lot of people weren't giving him his respect, and he wasn't asking like Kendrick to start going at him. He was like, all you little motherfuckers who said like I'm not really like top five or whatever, like you guys are out of your fucking mind. I just don't pay attention to you. So
Yeah.
like the sample, I mean the featuring he had on Benny the Butcher song, when he's talking about
Yeah.
like I just don't lie. I can't remember specifically what he said, but he was talking about like all you niggas think you harder than me because you guys are lying about all this other shit, and I just tell the fucking truth. Like that shit
Mm,
is fact. People be lying about doing all sorts of shit. Um,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Drake is kind of done in this scenario.
Yeah.
I think we kind
And
of all around.
it kind of sucks because like, how do you shout out to Kenny, bro, because the angle he got on Drake is crazy. Like, how do you don't recover from these types of allegations that Kendrick is saying you're doing? Like, you
That's
don't.
a fact, bro.
It's not something you sweep under the rug. It's like a no, like what's going on, bro? Like
Yeah, like
investigation.
hey, what's
Like,
actually happening?
what do you there's what?
You got
And
something to tell us?
a lot of people are coming out in defense of him and being like, "Oh, I've been to parties that he has, and there's always ID checks and shit at the door." But there's also videos of Drake being a little interesting.
bro. And they're dropping receipts, dog. Like when I think there was a tweet that Billie Eilish put out. She said, "I'm like turning 18 tomorrow," and he's like,
They can't wait.
Like,
they can't wait.
What
and
did you just?
Millie
Like,
Bobby Brown was like, yeah, me and Drake went on like a private dinner to
yeah,
Italy or something. I was like, Drake,
yo,
aren't you 30? No, you're
like
you're
what,
above 30. What are
bro?
you doing?
Starts with a 3, my boy. What are you doing? Like,
And they were like, what you guys talk about? What you guys talk about? And she was like, oh, he was just giving me boy advice.
boy advice. Like, it's crazy. And I know a lot of these people are signing NDAs and shit, so they can't really talk about it, which is, of course, what is rampant in our industry nowadays. But like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
Yeah.
dude. He gonna have to answer for some of this shit because I don't know who been ratting on him, but people been like, I'm telling you, K-Dot got stuff that'll put him in the grave. I promise you, he does.
Yeah.
This needs to end, dog.
Yeah, I don't know. This might be okay, like Drake versus Kendrick, yes. Kendrick won that. But Drake was also going against like 15 other niggas. Y'all gotta realize that too. Like Ross jumped in, Kanye West randomly jumped in, but that was a side quest. No one gave a fuck about that.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Ross jumped in. Future was also in there as well.
Yeah.
Did Meek say anything?
I don't know if he actually put something out, but I know he was like tweeting about it.
Oh, I was about to say, bro, this is the perfect. Hey, if they jumping Drake, Meek should have been in the front line.
Right.
Like, bro, hey, tough, bro. But yeah, Drake just has a lot going on right now. And me and Ellis mentioned it. Like, you got to realize, I think Drake might really be the problem, bro. There's no way like 15 niggas just made a community. This is a community jumping. There's no way 15 niggas don't like you.
Everybody
And
hates you.
they all plan to jump you. Like,
that's nasty.
Yeah, it might be. Kendrick honestly might be onto something, bro. And everybody else knew about it, but they were like, nah, bro, I just don't.
Yeah. And it's because it's so popular, right? So like everyone like for a long time, I can't tell you how many times I've talked to people and they're like, oh, like I love Drake, I love his music, da 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 da. And I've always been like, y'all know me, I've kind of always been like, I mean, I got to give him his flowers because he does a lot of music, but like he's just not my thing.
Yeah.
I have to give him his flowers though because dude, I did not know he had it in him, bro. I really didn't. He really was like, hey, bro, watch this, win against 15 all at once. That was crazy.
Yeah. I knew Drake could rap. I knew Drake could rap. I knew he could rap because fucking like he used to be with Young Money, Lil Wayne, and all them. Like he's hung around some great ass fucking rappers, amazing rappers. So I knew he could rap like that. He didn't do it for a while. He hasn't rapped like that for a while. So it's like you kind of forgot he had it in him. But yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got.
You know what? So kind of like I know we were talking about K-Dot and Drake, but I kind of want to touch on another one here that seems like beef is going on all the way through the fucking community. Quavo, Breezy. I don't think that you can really say that Quavo even like
Chris Brown got that. Quavo just came with that regular Migos flow that honestly not everybody's fucking with. I don't fuck with the regular Migos flow, so it just sounds like another song they dropped.
I'm gonna be honest, we haven't seen Breezy pop off like that in a minute, dog. He usually sticks to like he's doing his own thing. I don't know if you heard his new album. The shit is fucking fire. He's like it's more of like a Breezy style, like R&B / rap at the same time. Like, nah, he was really about that shit. And then when he dropped the fucking receipts, dog, talking about some pull up, drop the Addy, everything, and he was talking about how he wasn't your ex. It's crazy.
I'm like, fuck, dude. Like,
there's no way that
Chris Brown really killed that nigga, bro. Chris Brown really killed that nigga, bro. And we got another beef going too. I don't even know if you heard about that one. The Game and Rick Ross.
Really?
The Game dropped the Rick Ross diss track.
What the fuck is happening right now?
I'm telling you, Cat Williams started off the vibe of 2024 where he called out every other comedian, and it's just been on a downward spiral from there, bro. There's so many beefs. I can't even.
The Game, really?
Yeah.
Went after Ross?
The Game and Rick Ross are beefing, bro. The Game and Rick Ross are beefing.
Is he sure he wants to do that?
The Game can actually fucking rap, bro.
Well, he can rap his ass off.
Yeah.
Ross got a following, dog.
Yeah, Ross really has a following, and The Game, he got some stuff on him. He got some stuff on him that Ross can go for.
He's got to, but I don't really trust the name like that no more because he'd be talking shit. He was talking, I don't know, it was like years ago, but he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm the best rapper in the game. I rap better than M. I rap better than Kendrick. I rap better." I was like, "Nah, shut the fuck up, dude. What are you saying
Yeah,
right
there's confidence in yourself, and then there's like delusion,
now?"
and I
Delusion.
think that's delusion, bro. Because Eminem would, if you beefed with Eminem, it'd be
I think Emma's one of the only people in the fucking community that people just want to leave alone.
oh yeah, no, I'd be best friends with him. Like, please don't ever don't. I will
Yeah.
no don't
Yeah, 50 said it best. He's like, "Don't
stop.
fuck with the white people. Like, just don't do it."
That nigga rapping, y'all. That nigga rapping, y'all. I would never say nothing bad about Eminem, bro.
Nah, dude. Man, yeah, just
Bro.
that would be epic though. K Dot versus M. I would love to see that. Like, just as an entertainment shit, but like that shit would be wild.
They would have to keep that shit entertainment, bro. That nigga Eminem scary, bro. That nigga Eminem. That nigga different, bro. Oh my god.
Oh,
Sheesh. That they say Kendrick Lamar is the boogeyman. No, and Eminem is the boogeyman, bro.
the fucking boogeyman, dog. Like,
There's literally a movie why you don't battle Eminem. Like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. That should be like a fucking like a briefing that you gotta do. Like, you have to watch this movie to be a rapper, bro.
yeah,
This is what to do and what not to do.
facts.
Fuck, dude. But yeah, that's it. Drake lost.
Yeah, I think it's kind of over. I think they should just let it be.
Yeah, Kendrick got that, bro. Kendrick got that.
All right. Let's briefly touch on. I don't know if you saw the new Hunter x Hunter manga was teased for its return. As you know, Hunter x Hunter and I will always see eye to eye. So I want to hear your thoughts on story direction. Do you think it's going to be impactful? Are you excited for this next section of Hunter x Hunter? What's going on? Talk to the community.
I'm excited for it. I'm very excited for it. Shout out to the author of Hunter x Hunter because I know his health is rapidly deteriorating. But I think the Hunter x Hunter community is very alive. Like, you gotta think of it. This man he doesn't drop anything on Twitter. Nothing. He posts a picture of a page with a number on it, and it gets 400,000, 500,000 likes in like 5 minutes. And this is how it was with that. Like, a lot of people are excited for this new Hunter x Hunter. I think as far as impact, I don't know. As far as impact, I don't really think it's gonna. I mean, obviously, it's gonna impact the Hunter story, like Hunter community and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I think the author dropping the ending of Hunter, or at least 3 possible endings of Hunter x Hunter, it kind of not deteriorates the impact of like further arcs going forward because you already know how it's gonna end. So like, why would I stay around for the ride if I know how it's gonna end? But I still think it's gonna be great to get some new Hunter x Hunter. I think it's gonna be great to get some new Hunter x Hunter for sure, bro. Because Hunter x Hunter got some arcs, bro. York New City, Chimera Ant arc, the Dark Continent, like Hunter x Hunter got some shit, bro. It really got some heat. I'm not gonna tell you like Hunter x Hunter wasn't your thing. I'm not gonna say Hunter x Hunter is like one of the best shows ever made. I can't make that general statement. But the Hunter x Hunter community is definitely alive and it is definitely right. 100%. So moving forward, I think whatever he got cooking up, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
So, like I said, I can't really speak much on it, but I've seen a bunch of people interacting with it. They were saying that like, yes, we've been waiting on this. Yeah, like you were saying, like, a lot of people already know the ending, so it's kind of like whatever. But I think the Hunter x Hunter community is one of those ones that's like, no matter what, they're always going to be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%, bro. 100.
And then the last thing I got, man. You know how passionate I am about my Netflix anime. Sometimes, you know, my fighting animes they're top 10, bro. Like I fucking love fighting.
Yep.
Boxer versus Kengan. They got a crossover trailer. Looks like we're gonna get it. Looks like we're gonna get a fucking tournament about it. Some characters from both sides of the show. I've been watching some detailed breakdowns of both about like fighting styles, abilities, height, reach, you know, skill level, whatever. Who do you think's gonna win, bro? Who do you think's gonna win? I want your opinion. I know you've seen pretty much all of Baki. I don't know how much of you've seen.
Yeah, I caught up on that as well. This is just a 100% unbiased like thing, but Baki characters are different, bro.
It's a fact.
Baki characters, like, a Baki character could break his leg, completely snap, shatter, fracture, destroy that bitch, and still be jumping around at light speed all day. Like
That's
Baki
true.
characters are different, bro. So I think most of Baki is gonna clear. Like
Yeah,
not a challenge, bro. Like you gotta think about like Baki characters don't even follow rules of general human
that
anatomy.
is
Like
true.
they don't even follow regular rules, bro. Like in yeah, I just can't make like King and Ashura, like they still it's still general hand to hand combat. Like there's no world breaking fucking there's no limit
Yeah,
breaking shit. But with Baki, like there's motherfuckers who are fighting dinosaurs. Like
yeah, dude.
you Baki clears, bro. And if okay, so it might be an instance where one side gets nerfed, the other side gets buffed to keep it
Yeah, that
fair.
makes
And I think Baki's gonna get nerfed, and Ashura might be buffed a little bit just to keep things fair and like balanced. Which I hope not. I hope they keep everything kind of standard in their verses. But I'm excited for the crossover, and I just think Baki clears. But if they scale it to each other, what I hope they don't do, I hope they don't do ties. I don't want draws. I don't want ties. I want a clear winner in each of these fucking matchups. That's what that.
yeah,
If it does not do that, I am going to be like, all right, fuck this, because they're taking the safe route. They don't want to
that's a
anger
fact.
fans of each franchise. I will not do that. I'm not doing that shit. I'm definitely not doing that shit. Bro. So I think
So
Baki
here's
clears, but if they nerf him, then it is.
yeah. So here's what I think is going to end up happening. Okay. I've seen both shows. I watched them both religiously. I actually just finished rewatching Baki not that long ago to make sure I was all caught up
Mm-hmm.
on how effective. And I've done some real deep dive. I've watched some YouTube breakdowns. Like I've done some some studying, bro. Kengan's a fucking dog. Let me get
Mm-hmm.
this. Like characters from that show are they're insane,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah, no slight to any of them.
And like you said though, certain characters in Baki, they're just not human.
They're
Um,
not.
like
They're not.
Yujiro, Baki himself, uh, even if you look at like Olivia, like dude, he's a
Mm-hmm.
fucking monster. Like his
Mm-hmm.
muscles stop bullets. Like what do we actually? He took a shotgun blast to the face, dude. Like so. Here's what I
Yeah.
think is going to end up happening. I think some characters are going to upset some Baki characters. Like I think like Jack Hanma's going to get his ass beat. I think that like Sea King Retsu's going to get his ass beat. I think some of the characters are going to get.
Mm.
And then I think we're going to see a finale where Baki and Baki's going to like be fighting back and forth with them, and like everything's going to be super close. And then we're going to see something like at the end of One Punch Man where it's like Kengan's giving all he's got, and he's like, "Oh my god, like I tried so hard," da 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 da. And Baki's gonna be like, "Yeah, whatever," and then fucking end him. And I think we're gonna see
Mm.
like you know what I mean, like that big reveal.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
trying. I think that's what we're gonna see. Um,
Yeah. I could
yeah,
definitely see that happen. I know it's
yeah,
not gonna be super one sided. I know like can't assure some gonna fall out, some gonna fall out on Baki, so it's definitely not gonna be like a one sided sweep. It ain't gonna be
yeah.
that. It
Because
wouldn't be a fun crossover if it was.
yeah, because a lot, objectively, yeah, Baki is, I would say, like physically stronger by it, and I don't think anyone would ever fucking disagree. But
Mm-hmm.
he's shorter, he has less reach. He's also younger, so he has less experience in like as
Mm-hmm.
far as age wise goes. I don't know. He's been in a lot. He's fought a lot. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't think that you can. The way that Baki has scaled, especially if Yujiro's in this tournament, Yujiro's gonna fucking kill everyone.
Yeah.
So they better not have him in this fucking thing, or else it's over.
I think they probably won't have him in it because they already know he's like a instant kill button. Like, let's get
Yeah,
Yujiro in here.
I don't think people understand the scaling that's gone on in Baki. Like countries have signed peace treaties with Yujiro, with a human being. Like
Yeah,
that doesn't make any fucking sense, dude.
yeah, that's
So
Baki characters are different, bro. Like I said, I think it's gonna be a fucking somebody gets nerfed, somebody gets buffed just to make it a fair fight. But if it wasn't that, if all these characters were taken as they are, Baki would clear, bro.
yeah, I just don't
Baki,
see a way.
Baki would clear. I don't. There's no way a motherfucker can hold a pistol to his fucking face, let that bitch off multiple times, and then be like, ha 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 ha, ha. Bro. Like
Yeah.
What the
He's
fuck
fucking
are we
insane.
talking about right now?
Shit.
What the fuck are we talking about? Like,
What are we actually
Baki
talking about?
clears. Yeah, Baki clears, bro. But hey, I hope it's a good fight. I at least hope it's a good fight. That's all I'm
Yeah.
hoping for.
I don't know
That's
when
all
it
I'm
drops specifically, but yeah, I'm hoping for it. It's gonna be pretty good.
Hell yeah. Is that
So,
everything?
yeah, man, that's all I got.
All right. Appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode of the At You Anime Podcast. We're gonna try to get the big trio in here sometime soon. But yeah, we'll see y'all in 2 weeks. Deuces.
See you.
Bitch, I'm the goof, feel like I walk on water. I'm talking your bitch, that he like